Hey Advantage family, great to be in front of you again this week. Another week of Weekly Advantage. For those of you who celebrate Easter, I hope you had a wonderful Easter celebrations with your families this weekend. And it is just a great time to be alive when it's spring. I know I probably say that every single week, but I just love the spring weather. So this weekend I was thinking about, COVID is increasing in our environments. I'm sure you've seen that on the news or you've been watching the statistics. And it made me think about wartime. And I know that we often compare this pandemic to war, which is kind of like what it is. And I was thinking about the draft. And, at 18, I believe our young men are still supposed to sign up for the draft. For many of them, they really don't want to be drafted, but because they have to do it, they go ahead and sign up for it. And I was thinking, if there was a war, people would be drafted into the army. And some people would agree with the war, and some people wouldn't. But I was thinking about the equipment that people would have to be issued in that war, and one of which is guns. And so there's a lot of debate in the country about gun control. Should we have it? Should we not? And people have their various feelings about it. But once you are drafted into the military, no matter what, you are issued a weapon. And the purpose of that weapon is to help to protect you should you go off into active wartime. And that's my whole point of my little illustration here is we are in a war right now with COVID. And there are people that believe in the vaccine and they believe that it will protect them. And there are people that don't believe in it, but they know that they need to somehow be protected from this enemy or this virus. And I kind of see this vaccine as part of that uniform, a part of that armor that is so necessary to keep each person protected so that they can survive in this war that we're in. As I look at team members coming up positive with COVID, I get very concerned that we've got team members that still won't take the vaccine. And it is proven over and over again, number one, that it's 100% effective for 16 and over children. I think it's 16 to 25 or something like that. But it's also proven to be effective in keeping people from getting sick if they get COVID, from going into the hospital and dying from it. And I just encourage each and every one of you who has any doubts or concerns about taking the vaccine to not only protect yourself, take up that armor, take up that equipment, or take up what it is that is available to you, so that should the enemy, should COVID come near your dwelling or near you, you have the equipment that you need in order to protect yourself. And so if you are really starting to think about, well, maybe I should get the vaccine, I just ask you to talk to your infection preventionist, your director of nursing, because CVS is working with us, that you can just go ahead and walk in and get your vaccine, and it will really help with your peace of mind, as well as will help with your peace of mind with your family, and will also help with our residents. And so I encourage you, if you're still hesitant, to just consider all of us who have gotten it and all of our residents who have gotten it, and we're all doing okay, and it hasn't negatively harmed us and it hasn't hurt us. And if anything else, I know I personally feel more free. I still, of course, wear my mask. I still, of course, do everything that I need to do. But I'm not so worried about, if I do get COVID, that the devastating effects will happen. So I encourage you, my friends, to please consider the vaccine and talk to your DON and your infection preventionist so that you too can be protected. You too can have the full armor on so that if this terrible enemy tries to come against you, you're all set. God bless you, my friends. Have a terrific week, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.